Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Pastor Austin with another Faith Factor devotional as we continue to talk about faith and what faith is and how powerful faith is. And we've been looking at Hebrews 11, the faith chapter. The Hall of Faith is what it's referred to by the biblical scholars, the Hall of Faith that Paul wrote about. And so we've talked about Abel, and we've talked about Enoch and Noah and Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and Moses, who we've been learning about with Pastor Jared on Wednesdays. And so last week I didn't want to spoil the story of Moses, but we talked about Moses and what happened and how Moses' faith. And today we're going to look at who came after Moses. So if you remember last week, I talked about how they passed through the Red Sea without fear of the water coming back down on top of them. Yeah, that's what the Israelites did, and Pastor Jerry will be telling that part soon. So, after that, Moses got old, and a guy named Joshua came. And we all know the story of Joshua, right? Boys and girls, we know the story of Joshua. We've talked about Joshua before in kids' church, about how he walked around the walls of Jericho, and that was a faith. Factor as well. Sorry, my phone is giving me notifications because people are trying to get a hold of me, but I am doing this right now. But yeah, Joshua, he had to have some faith. I mean, it's a weird type of thing to hear about by walking around a city and blowing some horns that the walls are going to fall down. People don't usually do that when they're trying to win a battle or trying to take over somewhere. They don't start marching around and then every day for 7 days, and then they don't blow over horns and yell at the end of it. People just don't do that. But that is what God had sent an angel to tell Joshua to do, and it was by his faith that he led the Israelites, and we know the rest of the story. They marched around the city of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down. So that is for sure a faith factor. That's a crazy amount of faith. And there's also a woman who, before they marched around the city of Jericho, Paul talks about her in Hebrews 11:31. Her name was Rahab, and she lived in Jericho, and she was doing some bad things. But the spies that Joshua sent to go check out Jericho and see what it was like on the inside, Rahab took care of the spies, and she hid them from people who were after the spies. So they had made a deal with her that when she had to hang this red cord so that when Israelites took over Jericho, that she would be safe. And she had faith that they would honor that promise because she believed in our God, the one true God, like we talked about this past Sunday, about how God is real. So, those are the main people that Paul talks about in Hebrews 11:1 all the way to 31. And I'm going to keep on going with it. I'll probably keep on talking about faith in November too on here, just because there's a lot more to go through. Because Paul, he didn't mention anybody by name, but he does mention some examples of faith, and I want to keep on telling you about that. Because why is faith important? Because it's powerful. I want you guys to know how powerful faith is. That's why I've been spending so much time talking about it. So, yeah, it's going to be great. So, that's all I got for you today. I will continue talking about faith next week, and of course on Sundays. Tomorrow is the Pioneers. Of course, it's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun things planned for that, as it is the official last week of the Pioneers in October, because next week we have a harvest party, which is going to be from 6 to 8. So make sure you're inviting people for that, because we want to hear them come and get candy. Yeah, and then it's going to be November already. Can you guys believe that? It's crazy. So, Pioneers tomorrow, 6 to 8. Sunday, we have church, obviously. We have kids' church. We'll be singing Jesus in My Life. So make sure you're here tomorrow so we can practice that. So we'll be singing Jesus in My Life. And then we have kids' church. And remember, we're doing our costume party. So I'll have a prize for whoever has the best costume. Nothing too scary. Don't come all scary and all bloody and stuff. Don't do that. But you can wear your Halloween costume. Just don't get too carried away. And then after that, we have kids practice for Christmas play. If you are wanting to be in it, moms and dads, grandmas, grandpas, uncle, aunts, friends, this is where I need you. I need them there on Sunday. I would like to start at 1:30. I have no idea what time we're going to get done because we have some work to do. We have some work to do. We got to get this figured out. It's going to be good, but we have some work to do. So, I don't know how long it'll go. I would like to go through it 2 or 3 times, depending on how quick the kids are. So, boys and girls, I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need you to stay focused with me, okay? So, we have that coming up on Sunday afternoon, and then we have church on Sunday night as well. So, we have a busy week. Yes, we do. We have a busy week. And then, like I said, next week, next Wednesday from 6 to 8 is the harvest party. We're praying and believing for nice weather. We're planning by faith. It's going to be nice outside so we can do everything outside that we plan to. So I will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Bye.